Welcome everybody, I'm Matt. If you're new to this channel, we create motivational content and study inspiring people so that you can learn to persuade, motivate, and inspire others too. Make sure to join the community by hitting the subscribe button and you'll get notifications for new videos every week. Last Wednesday, I posted a public speaking reaction video to David JP Phillips' video on Jacksepticeye. So this morning I'm going through my YouTube feed, scrolling through. I see David's new video. I'm thinking, oh great, yeah, looking forward to watching that. Oh my God, that's my face. The nervousness and excitement washed over me at the same time. My face was in David's new video thumbnail. He's reacted to my video. I start freaking out. My heart rate went so high, I'm sure my smartwatch must have thought I was having a heart attack. I know this is going on forever and maybe it will never end, which, you know, I'd probably actually love. But this is me reacting to David JP Phillips reacting to my video.
Ah, it's here! I can't believe it! Ah! Ah, I've been waiting for this. Ah.
This is such a great lesson in how to use emotions to be memorable. People will often forget your words, but they'll remember how you made them feel. And if you can make them feel something before you tell them, there's a way better chance that you're going to keep their attention and that they're going to remember what you have to say. So if you can create emotion behind your words, you're going to stick out in people's minds. It seems like David's emotions are always right there at the surface, just ready to be accessed whenever he needs them. And because he does this, it helps us understand his messages, connect more with him. It makes him more interesting. It makes him have more influence. Those are the benefits of adding emotion to your communication style. And you know what? If you want to learn how to do that from somebody, David's your man.
For a moment and just have a look at this guy's reaction video on me. The public speaker has reacted to me. Ga, 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 ga. So here we go. Public speaker in this case reacting to me is Matt Wong. David JP Phillips and Matt Wong. Here we go.
I'd love to have a look at this. So Matt, please do another one if you wish from any of my other material.
You got it, David. You asked for it. Here it is.
Just gave me goosebumps.
I've got the goosebumps too. He's also using callback humor because the towels are a repeating joke with his channel, this whole towel gang.
Did he say joke? Did he say joke? Just kidding.
I would like to take this opportunity to formally apologize for any offense that I've caused to the towel gang. That's a nice touch because it's a way of paying him respect.
Paying respect is good. He's using his forehead a lot and his eyebrows a lot. Very functional facial gestures. People want and need to feel the positive, and I am always positive. My life has honestly improved by creating the YouTube channel because my brain has started to focus on everything from a 100% positive perspective instead of a 95 which I had before. Creating positive emotions is why I'm here for you.
Now that is a do change smile. You don't want to whisper.
Do I do unexpected things? Whoa, whoa, I got a thing I'm waiting for here. I've got a thing I'm waiting for down here. This is the best present I've received all year. Doesn't matter what I get during Christmas. This is the thing. I'm getting there.
You'll notice that this is the second time that he's created anticipation in this video. He did it as well at the beginning. But what I love about it this time is it clearly wasn't planned. 2 seconds ago, he's dancing around, he's singing, he's playing with the towel.
Expecting things. Whoa, whoa, I got a thing I'm waiting for here.
And then he just spots the item on the floor and straight away he just starts dropping these anticipation, these suspense nuggets that are going to just grip the audience. And it tells me that he's got these techniques so internalized, so built into him, that even when he's not trying to do it, he's still creating suspense, anticipation, tension, all these great elements of storytelling or ways to hook the audience. And he does that by saying, this is the best present I've received all year. These things have become just second nature to him. And that's the level we want to get to. We want to be able to incorporate these techniques into our communication style without even having to think of it.
Oh, I got a thing I'm waiting for here. I've got a thing I'm waiting for down here. This is the best present I've received all year. Doesn't matter what I get during Christmas. This is the thing. I'm getting there.
I remember being in school. The Irish accent really came out there. I remember being in school. That must be the editor, Joseph. He's very funny, actually. And for the second point, he puts more energy in it, but he's smiling as he does it. So all these things help offset any potential negative association.
That is brilliant. Well done, Matt. Well done. Well done. Wow. I have to explain this over and over and over again to public speakers all over the world, that you can diffuse your gestures by adding a smile. You can contradict what you're saying with other nonverbal communication skills, like if you say, hey, I like you, then you contradict it. You change the nuance of what you're saying by playing around with the 5 layers of communication skills.
You know, I really like this. Sometimes it feels like some people learn public speaking or communication skills straight out of a rule book. Do this, don't do this, do this, don't do this, never clasp your hands or look up when you're talking or don't hold the podium. But the reality is there's so many factors at play that any one thing could be offset by the effect of something else. I remember watching this video years ago, and it was about this guy who wanted to prove that he could make amazing first impressions while making a load of mistakes or while doing a load of things that people say that you should never do when you're making a first impression or when you're meeting somebody for the first time. So for example, he'd come up to a group and he'd do really closed off body language, or he'd just tell these rambling stories that never went anywhere. But the thing was, whichever of the communication rules that he broke, it didn't seem to matter because whoever he met, they always seemed to really like him. The reason was he was able to offset any of this perceived negativity with other positive qualities, like his charisma, his smile, his body language, composure, his vocal variety, whatever it is. And so it means that one particular gesture or one particular isolated part of communication does not mean the same thing in every scenario.
Well, I am.
What he does is he says, we're doing something that's never happened on YouTube before. It's a unique concept. He's not just giving up the idea straight away. He's making sure he creates some drama. He's creating some suspense.
Dopamine, my man. Dopamine. Wonder if I should ask him to become a coach in my company. What do you think?
Wow. That would be truly incredible. I mean, I would love to.
Seems to have a knack for it. The keen eye that I need in my coaches. I'll get in contact, Matt.
Slide into your DMs. Slide away, David. And the impact is a way more attentive viewer. The amazing thing is actually that he uses so many techniques. How is it that guy actually said that he didn't think he was funny? I mean, the guy's hilarious, come on.
And the critique I sometimes get, because I teach the 110 skills of excellence, is that people go like, but yes, but public speaking cannot be just skills. Public speaking needs to come from the heart. I go like, God, you're old. The thing is this, yeah. Public speaking, speeches, YouTube needs to come from the heart. But if you do not have the skills to convey what you have in your heart, you've lost. Great public speakers in this world are scoring 80 plus on the 110 steps of excellence. If you're not there, you're losing out. It took me years to learn how to integrate the majority of these steps into my spine so that they are natural and they convey my feelings in the way that they should in order for you to understand what I am saying more clearly.
You know what I think of when I watch this? How easy it is to listen to David. And I think, imagine if our teachers or professors in university could communicate at this level. How much easier would it be to listen to them? How much more would we learn? I remember one professor I had, and he was exceptionally intelligent, really smart guy. But it was like pulling teeth listening to him. The second he opened his mouth, you just felt like falling asleep. The intelligence doesn't matter as much if you can't articulate your thoughts in a way that other people can understand them. I feel like it should be mandatory for all professors or all teachers to have a baseline level of communication. And, well, you know what, actually, scratch that. That should just be for everybody. We should all have a baseline level of communication. And the reason is that if you're a great communicator, it's going to have knock-on effects in all areas of your life. It's going to make you do great job interviews. It's going to give you more promotion opportunities. It's going to help you meet more friends. It's going to help you find, attract, and keep the kind of partner you want. Being a great communicator is going to have this broad spectrum of positive results on all aspects of your life.
That is the thing. If you walk into a room and there's a person in the room and you feel that you don't trust them because they're holding something back, that's the reason why you don't trust them, because they're holding something back. They're hiding something from you. They're not showing their true self or their true emotion. But if you walk into the same room and you see another person who they don't hold back. Maybe they're quirky, maybe they're funny, but at least they're honest. They're honest about who they are and they show it. And immediately you feel connection and trust and belonging. That person will gain 10 times as many friends and business opportunities than this one.
I couldn't agree more with that. And it's also a double-edged sword. Yeah, absolutely. If you can have the courage to be yourself, there's definitely positive benefits associated with it. But there's also negative associations or negative impacts of doing the opposite, of not being who you are. I remember this happened to me in a job before where there was all this pressure on you to be a certain way, act a certain way, and everyone was trying to do it. And even though it wasn't who I was, at some point I kind of started going along with it, and I started trying to be this person that everyone in the company seemed to want me to be. And honestly, it was eating away at me. It was weighing on me. So don't do that. Please don't do that. Be the real you. Speak your truth.
This video has given me not one, not twice, not thrice, but 7 sets of goosebumps. I cannot remember when that happened the last time. This has been truly emotional for me.
He really does care about people. He gained nothing from giving me a shout out in a video, but he still did it. And it really does mean so much to me. So David, if you're watching, honestly, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Hug.
Getting a
We'll do
camera
KSI hug, Matt.
Okay, bring it in, Dave. Bring it in.
Here we go. I genuinely like you.
Wow.
The world needs more people like you, Matt. I'm crying. You made me cry. You made me cry, man.
To hear those words from someone who I truly look up to and admire, and David, not just for your public speaking skills, but also for who you are as a person, it genuinely means so much to me. It means the world to me. I feel lucky, I feel grateful, I feel humble. Just thank you so much. I know your channel is destined for great things. The sky really is the limit for you. And honestly, I couldn't be happier for you. It couldn't happen to a better person. And I have to say thank you to the Tal gang as well, because I've been getting some really positive, supportive messages from people, and you guys really are the best. What an amazing, positive group of people with a sense of humor to go with it. I have to say it makes sense to me, because your audience is going to be a reflection of who you are, and you see the kind of person David is and the kind of community he has, and it makes sense that these two entities have attracted each other, because like attracts like. You know, what I've found in life is that there's always a reason to complain or something negative going on, but life is just so much better when you're looking for the good stuff, for the things that people do well, and when they do it, that you notice it and you tell them and you spread that positive energy. And when you do that, it's a win-win, because you feel better and you can brighten up that person's day. I do believe that that's how we raise everybody up, and that's how we make the world a better place. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, share it. Be sure to subscribe. We have weekly videos on motivational content and inspiring messages from inspiring people. Check out some of the other videos. They'll be popping up on the right-hand side here. And finally, if there's any topics or YouTube channels or YouTubers you'd like to see me cover, let me know in the comments below. That's it from me, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I'm Matt. We'll see you next time.